The next startup, number 4, is Qatch, a smart transportation network, and I'm inviting Emmanuel from Netherlands. Hi, Emmanuel.
Yes, do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Emmanuel, and I will present Qatch. What is Qatch exactly? Excuse me, I will start at the start. What is Qatch exactly? Qatch is software as a service which turns any vehicles, unused space, into a variety of smart transportation solutions. Take, for example, one of our taxi drivers, who is Mark, and besides executing trips, he's also now able to expand his business with moving packages around in each return trip. Another example is Brenda. She has an e-bike and she wants to set up her own on-demand delivery service. Now she can do that with Qatch. We empower entrepreneurs. We give them the tools in order to expand or build their own on-demand delivery service from scratch. In return, we charge a monthly fee, and our vision in the future is to have a security layer based on blockchain technology. So why care? There's an increasing trend of unhappy drivers. Research showed, for instance, that Uber and Lyft drivers, they have a very high retention rate, quitting 6 months after they joined the platform. It's about 70%, 70. Also, COVID-19 showed us very clearly that there are new tools needed for drivers in order to build quickly a new income stream. We as Qatch support at least 3 of the UN sustainability goals, and security in the mobility space has been super important. As you might know, last year Uber was stripped of his London license for over a year due to safety concerns, and we believe that our blockchain vision will mitigate a lot of these risks. Who is behind Qatch? We are 3 entrepreneurs and friends, and we hold combined almost 40 years of business experience in mobility, taxi industry, software engineering, and business development. What's next for us? We are an early stage company. We are building on the experience of a traditional taxi and dispatch company in the past. We operated almost 13,000 trips with over 500 drivers in the Netherlands. We have re-innovated our software to a stage where we have now completed most of our modules, and we're planning to go live in the first quarter of 2021. Our next step is year 2, generating a revenue of 2 million. And in year 5, we want to generate a revenue of 15 million. Thank you.
Any questions?
Thank you for this. What's your market validation? Tell me this is going to work. What did you do to test? Many similar solutions out there. So
true.
Market validation, and what's yours?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
A bit more on the market validation. How did you validate this works, and what is your differentiator? Because there's many are trying to do the same as you are.
Yes, that's true. So our market validation mainly comes from the conversations we had with the current drivers we are working with. As I said, we already executed more than 13,000 trips, and one of the key concerns was that there is no overarching platform which allows drivers to have more ownership, to manage more their own rules, have more transparency about the pricing, but also to be able to set up their own network with their own regulations. And we have a couple of drivers now in pilot, which are quite happy with the fact that we built a modular system which can be tweaked upon their desires.
Do you have to have a taxi license in order to be part of your team or your program?
No.
As far as I remember, the Netherlands had banned Uber at the beginning because people didn't have the taxi license. How do you cope with that?
Yeah, true. So the subscription, if you want to work with us as a taxi driver, yes, you need to have an official registration, and that will be verified by the team. On the other hand, if you have an e-bike and you want to start a business with us, you need to have a certain registration, but not like a taxi license or whatever heavy regulations which are on there. But you need to have the proper registration, which will be checked by the team.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Any more questions?
Since no questions coming, what about expanding to other countries? What's the plan?
Yeah, so the plan is right now, as we are in early stage, we're now running in Eindhoven, which is one of the biggest cities in the Netherlands. We have across the Netherlands several drivers already active, and our plan is in year 2 to expand to the nearest countries, Germany, France, Belgium, and in year 5 we want to expand further into Asia and Africa.